Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how to replace the integrated circuit for my furnace. The reason behind this is because my motor has been running throughout, and I believe that I have the solution for this. Just to let you guys to show you what the reason is, I'll show you right real quick. So you can see my motor is basically running right now. When the power when I'm connected to the power, the motor in here basically keeps running, and you can see right, this motor is running even though the sensor, everything is working perfectly well. So for safety, first make sure that you turn off the power, the main power, before you try to open and touch any parts of this furnace. And so let's go ahead and take this one off. You can see when I power it off, it just basically stops running. And then I'm going to open the bottom here where we have our motherboard here. So what I'm going to replace is that very part that you see there. I'm going to replace it with a new one, this one. And just to explain more about what happened is basically that, you know, this whole thing, this is what brought the problem. Where the problem came in is, first of all, the balls were being thrown hard and they broke. These pipes were actually off. They were off, and if anything, the cold air or hot air was actually not coming into the house. It was basically coming in the garage. I realized that kind of a little bit late, but this one was broken. This piping was broken, so all the moisture was pouring out from here. It was broken all the way out. Like, this one was off. This area was broken inside. So I replaced this one a while ago, which water was just basically pouring in here. As you can see, water was pouring all the way down. See, even here it's kind of corrosion. I don't know if you can see well there, but yeah, that's so. I'm hoping that when I replace this, I'm going to solve that issue. And if not, then of course I'll figure out another solution for this. So let's get ready. First, I have disconnected the power just for the safety. This is the switch that once you have power on running, and I push like this, it should see this motor start running. Everything will be powered. But right now, the hot and the common, all of them are all off. So let me get started by putting everything together. And by the way, it's always going to be good, especially because of the complicated, there's so many wires going in here, and the best way to do this is making sure you take some pictures to know exactly where things are going. That way you have an idea of where things are. Otherwise, you don't want to be got in a problem like you don't remember where things are. So I basically have some small tabs like this one here that are holding this motherboard in place. So I just need to pinch in the back there so that they basically collapse and open it up. And I will need a pliers for that matter, or a small tweezer to squeeze them in. So let's see. So guys, let me pull this one out. So just pinch the front, and this comes out quickly. one is kind of doesn't want to come out. So everything is out. I just need to make sure it's in a position that I can reach. Let me see if I can show you this what I have. So this is all I have right now. So there are some things that I can just do basically real quick, and let me get the other one out. A better way to do this is when you have this. And it comes with their own hooks, but I don't know if I need to use those hooks or I use just the one I have. You can see it has some extra wires. So I'll see if I really need to use some of those wires or not. I might replace some of those wires if I need to. But for now, let me start with the little that I want to do. So this is the house. Can see. So this is how it's looking, how this is seated. There may be a little bit differences in some things, but some of them are going to be very, very similar. Like if you look at this one here, you can see the similarities. They're very, very similar. You may find things have moved a little bit, but not that much. All right, let's get going. Now I'm going to do this lower side, the neutrals. I'll start with this FS, the neutrals, all this. So we start with this one here, the FS. So let me look for FS on this one. It's this one right here. Okay, let me complete all of them. Alright guys, let's continue. Substituting. So I just did, I'm gonna be doing the neutrals. They are, how many of them? Can't even see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This white, all of these whites. So I'll do them one by one. So let's get started. The way that they've been arranged here is a little bit different, but we'll get them done either way. So guys, this one has been disarranged a little bit. So make sure you're reading carefully. If you did take a picture, that would be another problem. Let's go ahead and do those ones. So I'm only left with only one, which is the M1. So let's look for M1 on this one. M1 is right here. Okay, guys, I'm done with this. So the only thing is to Make sure everything is in place. Make sure everything is in place correctly. Okay. Looks like I'm just going to use the same pin. So it's about the time for the truth. Okay, time for the truth. Make sure everything is settled well. So I'll build it up. I don't need to use this. I can keep this one for maybe something else later. And then this is my old one. So let's see if I've solved the problem. If not, then we're going to figure things out. All right. So guys, I've assembled everything. I've hooked back the power, and let me try the switch and see if this thing is gonna run. So I'm gonna push this in. You can see it doesn't run, but you can see the power in. If you wanna make sure you wanna see if that red shows that the power is getting in, see it right there, and if it's going in, that's good. So I'm going to run one more thing before I get it. I close the chapter. So it looks like everything is going in very well. I mean, it has worked out as expected. And I'm going to turn on the heater and see if the motor is gonna run. So again, this was not really hard to do. If you don't want to take pictures, just make sure you set this circuit exactly as the other old one, but make sure you look at the parts. Some of the parts are displaced or moved to other places, so when you're putting them back, make sure you read the labels. We usually have labels on the sides. That makes it even more easier. So this is, I will call this one as faulty for now. Let me go and run the diagnostics just to make sure everything is working perfect. So just close this first to turn on the switch, and then I'm gonna go to the control just to make sure this is fixed. So guys, I'm here. I'm going to, let me put on this and turn to run. I'll put, okay, let's not put it on. Let's go check what's going on. Let me try to put the heat up because right now it's at 70. Let me put it at 71 and see if things are working. 72. Okay, let's go check. Guys, see? So this, it has not costed me much to do this. So it's spinning right now, and because I've turned on the heat, so let me go turn off the heat, and then let me go turn off the heat, and then you're gonna see. You can see down here, I'm turning off the heat to cool. Now it should stop. I've left this one in auto, so let's go see if we worked out. You can see the motor stopped. Now this one is gonna stop by itself. Just a second. You can see everything has stopped by themselves. The motor is not running. Everything is off.